Let's see, Ryan. Best GPUs to get right now. What are your thoughts on this? Well, Ryan?
Glad you asked. We can take a look at that. I use hierarchies a lot. We'll take a look and show you right now.
If we take a look at GPU hierarchies, and we'll go ahead and pull this up here, I think. Right, we're going to looking at Tom's sharedware hierarchy. And I use this for ranking. There are other sites as well. But this one's pretty good. Which ones to get? Well, the problem right now is what can you get? Because the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3000 line has been really, really hard to come by. They're overpriced. A lot of Bitcoin miners are buying them up. This has been causing the price to increase, and the supply is just not meeting the demand. The 3000 line, when it came out, it was marketed as being like phenomenally better than the 2000. However, if you take a look, that didn't actually end up being the case. It's just marketing hype. And I'm going to do a saying here, and this is the first time I'm going to be saying it, but I have a feeling it won't be the last. But
don't buy the hype, buy the hierarchy, okay? Got it?
So the 2080 Ti is like last gen's great card. This is the card I have. I have the 2080 Ti, okay? This card was like a beast, or is still a beast. Still a great card. The thing is, as soon as Nvidia announced the 3000 cards, everybody started selling their 2080 Ti's. They spent a lot of money on them too. And because they thought the 3000 line was going to be like so much better. And they're like, oh my God, you know, I gotta get money so I can buy this 3000 line. Well, if you look at the hierarchies, you look at the performance scores, the 3070, the only 3000 line card that's doing better than the 2080 Ti is the 3080 up here. So what graphics card should you buy? I know I'm going into like a huge amount of depth. The best way to get a good graphics card right now is to buy a pre-built system on somewhere like Amazon. Because if you're just going to go try to get a 3000 series RTX Nvidia card, if you go over to eBay, and I've been quoting this price for a while, but the 3070 card, which is in a lot of the systems we've been looking at today, and I can't show eBay on screen, sorry, but this 3070 card, which is below the 2080 Ti in performance, not by a lot, mind you, by like a little bit of a percentage point. It's not that big of it. Really just nitpicking at this point. That is $1,350 currently on eBay. And there's like no way, I think in the next couple of months, it's going to be less than $1,000. So what graphics card should you buy is greatly determined by what your budget's going to be. I know I'm going through like a lot of jargon here and stuff. The simple thing is, the main series of graphics cards right now, the 3000 line, is very overpriced. So I would not buy them outright. By the time you're able to get your hands on one of those, the next line of cards is going to be out, which will be the 3000 Ti's. I personally was waiting for like a 3080 Ti. I have a 2080 Ti now. There's really no reason for me to be upgrading to the 30 line when it's like a couple percentage points of performance difference. So I may as well wait. So it depends what you have now. It depends on how much you want to upgrade, and it depends on how much you want to spend. If you want to get one of these modern cards now, look at upgrading a whole system, especially if it fits. Like if your gaming PC is 5 years old, you know, you're wearing thin, you feel like you're really having a hard time playing modern games, and it's just time for a full upgrade. That could be a good time to get a 3000 series card, because if you buy it within a pre-built system, you're going to get a better deal. This is, you know, I said in the beginning of the stream, I've built gaming PCs for almost 20 years. And I used to always build them myself because it's cheaper. It was cheaper to build by myself. And it's more reliable. I know how I built it. I know what it needs. You know, I can give it the personal touch. but mostly I did it because I'm a hardcore gamer and I wanted to get the most amount of performance for my money, and I never really had a big budget for like a high-end PC. So I would build mid-tier PCs that could compete with high-end PCs, because with the money I saved by building it myself, I could make a better one. Well, that's not really the case anymore, because now the money, you can't save that money because buying the GPU, the graphics card myself, is way too expensive. So for the first time in my last PC build, I actually bought a pre-built system so I could get a 2080 Ti, because building a system with that myself was just going to be way too expensive. So long story short, buy a pre-built if you're looking to upgrade to a new system now, and buy a pre-built if you need it, right? Otherwise, if you're okay maybe for a little while, be patient and wait. The next line, anytime the next line comes out, when the 3080 Ti's come out, this 3000 line will get cheaper for you, and they're still really, really, really good. And you could pick those up, and that's the same song and dance. You can always wait for kind of the next gen to push the price down on the previous generation. So that would be my recommendation, is if you're really looking to upgrade and you really want to play modern games now, look for a full system upgrade. If you're talking just GPUs, I wouldn't even bother trying to go after individual 3000 line GPUs right now. It's just way too competitive, and it's just a tough market, and it has been for a while, and I don't see it getting any better anytime soon. So this pre-built route is the way to go.